Greetings and welcome to BK Graphic Design.Tech, the number one platform where you've been trained, equipped, and energized towards the world of creativity as far as graphic design is being concerned. So today we're going to look at a very key and important aspect of graphic design known as branding. So we're going to do some aspect of blending image with the background. So we're going to go straight to the point. We're going to move to our Pixelab. So this is what we are going to do today. So we're going to blend this. So this image is already blended. So we're going to take a default of this particular image. So when you talk about blending, like I said, there is actually a congruence between an image and the background. A congruence, a unison, a homogeneous unison, yes, between what your image and the background, so that there should be an apparent appeal towards it. Yes, so this is what we're going to do. So we're going to click on the polygon icon to take import. So now this we're going to do at least two things today. Yes, two of the blending. So the first one will be a little bit snappy. So when you open your click on the polygon, you go to a gallery. So select this. Yes. So without cropping, just take a tick. Yes, mark it. Then we get rid of the text here. So we don't need the text for now. We don't need the text. So we take an OK. Then we enlarge our picture to occupy the center of what we have here. Yes, good. So it is actually at the center. Let's position it well. So use position. I think yes, this level should be okay. Then the next is that we are going to lock this image to avoid any distraction. So I think an adjustment has to be made again. This to this level. So we lock, and after this we click on an empty background to take shapes. Okay. So after taking shape, we are going to go to scroll it down to fill color, right? So we'll take the fill color. On our fill color, we're going to take gradient. Okay. Then we click on the additional sign. Now on the additional sign, we have on the gradient we have positive, negative. We have less than. We have less than or equals to, and we have greater than. Then we have the bucket. So now we have on that track we have what is known as this. So we have the arrow which is being pointed down and this other arrow being pointed down. So when you click on this right arrow down and click now on the bucket. Now we click on the bucket, right? Take note of what we are doing here. So this last indicator, this color appearance. So we are going to reduce the intensity. So meaning that we are going to make it to be transparent. The reason why we're making it to be transparent is because we want it to be able to blend with the background. So when you do that, you click on OK. Okay. I think it was a mistake again. So we're going to do the same procedure. So we bring it back here. We take OK. Yes, exactly like this. So after doing this, you're going to rotate. Yes, you rotate it like this. Okay, I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. Yes, so you do it exactly as we have done. So we rotate and we have this. Then we take OK. Now you discover that is already this is transparency that's been created. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to enlarge and reduce this to around this level. Then we increase the size. Yes, to have this. Yeah, there should be an adjustment. There's an adjustment here. It's not really perfect. Okay, I think this is yes, this is good to go. It's excellent. Then the next thing we are going to do is that we take a tick I will take a lock, right, to avoid any distraction. Okay, now next we're taking shapes. Okay, now we'll take shapes and we're going to enlarge this so I should be able to take a tick, right, we'll enlarge this so I should be able to cover yes, cover this space. Yes, then you take it to the back. Okay, so discover that it's not really blending that much. It hasn't blend as what we need. So we either take an X, right, or we go to color itself. You can still go to shape and we enable the color. So go to color, you enable the color, right? Then now you scroll down. Okay, either you take gradients, but now we are not interested at level of gradients now. We're going to take color and click on this additional sign. Now on this aspect, now we have the color wheel, right? You can able to select the type of color that you want for your shape. This is a color wheel, and from the color wheel you can get a color theory. Yes, the lesson was being explicit on that. So we're going to take on this color pick. This indicator, this color pick is just beside your pen. So click on the color pick. Now the color pick is going to direct you on what to select, whether so you can select any color of your choice. So we're going to click on the lazy. Now click on where we on the spot that we want as in the color. We take a tick and we take OK. Okay. So it's got the background. The color has actually been changed and it's really blending with the dress. So now we're going to lock it. Right, we're going to lock that and unlock the first shape that we did. And we're going to give it a color. So the color we got in from her dress. Okay. So you enable this. So this was the color we got. Yes, from her dress. So this color is well blended. So this is why it's known as blended. So the next thing that we have to do is that we're going to apply a text towards this. So you can write maybe an invitation or any other thing that you want. So what you're going to write here is here for you, here for you, right? Then we give it a black color. Yes, give it a black color. Better still, we'll still get it. Yes, let's get a color from her hair. So go the same process. Yes, you repeat the same process. So three, exactly like this. You take OK as a tick. Then you scroll and you take style. You give it a bold color. Yes, you're going to centerize this to this level. Yes, it's there for you. So you can take a copy of this and you edit. It's there for you, MTN. Users. So the next thing that we're going to do here, you're going to bring it to this level. Right, you increase the size. Okay, do this again. Okay, good. Then we do an adjustment here. We go to position right here and try to adjust this. So this is what we are going to have. Yes, so this is what we are going to have. So we're there for you NTN users, and you can be able to still change the color. So you can scroll down. You see this MTN user at this level here, right? So you can decide to wipe out this particular part and give it a color. Okay, give it a color. So you can give it a color of any choice of your desire. Okay, so you can give that. Yes. So let's go back to what we had earlier, which was this. So this for the first part, and what we can do is that we're going to save this. Okay, you save this as your project. Okay, or you save this as your image. So that's if you have to save this, it should be on the transparency PNG, yes. And the next on a dimension, you save it as ultra. Okay, they take save to gallery. So we want to do that. We can take a default. So we're through with this one. So click on these three cycles and we take default. Okay. So now the next thing is that we are going to take in on polygon. We take on import. Now this way we're going to have so much of work like to redo because we have three aspects to rework on. Yes, we have three aspects, but it's just going to be the same procedure or the same process. So what you're going to do is that you're going to just follow Kindi. Yes, you're going to follow Kindi because we started with the most easiest one, so I can able to have a great platform and understanding towards them. So we get the image, this image, right? All these images are going to be sent to you. So there shouldn't be any worry when you're working on this. So with that copy, you take a tick. Yes, take a tick, right? You get rid of the text, right? hmm So you bring at this position and we're going to lock these. Yes, we're going to be very snappy. The same process for the shapes. Then you go scroll down other fill color, take gradient. Okay. Yes, we take gradient. Now we're going to follow the same process, right? On this particular place, take bucket, we bring this, right? Pull it to the left and take OK. Then you rotate and you bring it upward to this level. You take OK. So it's clear that transparency is being created. Okay, so you can release this. There should be an adjustment here. It's not straight. Yes, okay. So after this, you can take on go to color and you enable. Now at this level of color, we're going to click on this addition so that we want to select a color from address. Okay, so click on the color indicator or color pick. So we give then we select on the position that we want. So we need this particular one, this particular color that we are looking for. We take a tick. Okay, so discover that it's actually blended, right? It's a blend, it's a good blend there. Then you do an adjustment. That's the next thing. So I'll just take a copy of this, right? Now at this level of this copy, this is what we're going to do at this copy. You see going back to color, we take on this additional sign, click on color pick up here, click on her and we select the color. This is the exact color that we intend to use. So we take OK, right? And the next is that take a copy, move this side, take another copy, just like this. Another copy again. I bring it to this other side. So I enlarge it. So the next thing is we're going to now copy, then we're going to rotate this to this level. So we'll rotate it to have this, then widen it. Say in the copy of what we just did, we'll rotate it to this level. Yes, good. So you discover that the blending is really coming out. Yes, exactly as what we had. So the main thing is that we ought to fulfill and to achieve an objective that is meant like this. So discover that it is already almost blend. Everything is already finalized. So discover that the beauty and the harmony of it is being created already. So we're going to lock everything. Okay. So lock everything so as to avoid any distraction. Okay. So we'll lock and the next thing we're going to take in shape, right? We take shape and we increase the size to fill all this space here. Okay, so after filling all this, the next thing we are going to do is that exactly we're going to send it to the back. Okay, so send this to the back, and you see that the blending is already superb. It's so amazing, isn't it? Yes, and there's something that we can see too. Okay, you can see decide to change the color of the background as what you want. You can change it to any color if you desire this way, is to any texture. So discover that this blending, okay, this blending. Then when you're talking about harmonized blending, so you need to go in back and get the exact color of a dress of a cloth. So this was the color that we intend to have put. So you're going to click on this and exit and okay, exactly as this. So now we are already done with the aspect of blending. So this is actually the end. So what we're going to do is that we're going to write, give it a text. We're going to give it a text. Okay. So now at this level, we are going to increase the size. We increase the size to this length. Then we give it a color. So you can see follow the same process like with it. And we pick the color from our hair. Okay. You could say give any color. Yes, so far as it is blending. That's one thing. So far as it is blending. I would love us to reduce the size of this again. Reduce the size to this level. Then we give it on style, enable it bold, and we centralize this to this level. So you can use positioning well. Yes. So reduce again. Okay. So this is what we ought to do as far as blending is being concerned. So our assignment or the work that we have in our table is that we should be able to blend all of these images. We should be able to blend and blend and blend them as well. So at the end, it's always good for you to do what, to lock your images so as to avoid any distraction. And after that, the next thing that we have to do is that you're going to save them. So you're going to save your image as project. So after saving your image as project, right? Let's say you save as Mr. Christabel, right? Now we are going to go now to our 3 cycles. You go to my project and you check and you ask yourself, okay, how did you save this particular image? Is there any distraction? Because at the end you might save it and you discover that you want to go in back to your image and discover that there's a distortion in your arrangement. So you are being forced again to rearrange. So it's always good that when you save, you should come back and check on what you have done. And the next one is save as PNG and you save as Ultra. Okay, so this is how you can save them. Save to your gallery. Okay, so thank you, and we'll be hoping to see you in our next tutorial of our class. Basically, today was actually a simple one, a phantom. Yes, towards what we're going to do. It's just to exercise your mind, and we are hoping to see you in our next tutorial. Stay tuned to Graphic Design.Tech.